What's up, everybody? It's Demo with Demo Vapes. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Tonight, we're going to be taking a look at the Dock RDA by Plan B Supply Co. And man, I just got no light on that at all. Let's see here. Yep, no. It's really no point anyway. The logo is not really very visible. So let's see. Let me see if I can adjust this real quick. Boop. Yeah, but let's see. No, it's there, but it's really hard to see. Anyway, so we're going to be going ahead and taking a look at the Dock RDA today. Oops, there we go. And yeah, welcome everybody. How's everybody doing today? Let's see. Let's do a little some. We'll start with some chat shout outs. Yes, chat shout outs. Anyway, all right, let's see here. We got Vapor Swaggins. What's up, man? Vaping Miner. Kimmy Vapes. I love beards. Wow, well, welcome. You made it to the right channel. Let's see here. Dave Satek, Mirko, Vaping Miner. I said that. Paul Ivers, Mr. Panda, Fairy615, Jeremy Wolf, Brad Levitt. Awesome. Well, so the lighting is going to be a little bit weird because the sun is setting and it sets right over there. So it just is kind of going down. And so every now and again, it's going to get bright and then dark and then bright and then dark. And so I'll do my best to keep up on top of that. So welcome everybody. And yeah, let's dive into this. Before we dive in, I just wanted to go ahead and say and let everybody know one of our members of the Vape Stew crew just passed away in the last day or two. I'm not sure exactly when, but if you guys know Aaron Utterback, I'm assuming that's how you pronounce his last name, or Utterback. Either way, also known as Absolute Negative Zero, he passed away in a car wreck. And so just wanted to send my thoughts out to his family and, just keep them in your thoughts and prayers in the coming weeks. So moving on. All right. So when you get your Dock RDA, you're going to get it in this little bag. And this is from Plan B Supply Co. And, Plan B Supply Co. is not a name that I would have chosen. But, I know that there's a story behind it. So I'm going to leave it right there. Anyway, inside of that bag, you're going to get the Dock RDA just like this, except it will be in a little plastic bag. As well as you're going to get a spare drip tip that's a straight one. I'm not really sure exactly what let's see here. Let's just see here. I'm not exactly sure what they were going for in terms of the pattern here, but it's this little cow spot on the side of my drip tip here. So cool nonetheless. It's nice that they give you that option. The normal drip tip that comes with this RDA is one of those little nipple ones, and let me tell you, it is very comfortable. So, okay, so it comes with that, as well as coming with all of the spares that you will need and tools. I guess I would have liked to have seen maybe a couple more spares, because you get one screw, one negative screw, squonk pins, one complete set of O-rings, and 510 adapter along with this Allen key. So I would have liked to have seen just a little bit more, maybe a couple more O-rings, but nothing crazy. Let's see here. Demo, you so handsome. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. Kimmy Vapes, love those nipple-shaped tips. So comfortable in the mouth. It really is. It really, really is. So yeah. Anyway, cool. Well, let's bust this open, and I'll show you the inside of the deck. And I will tell you honestly, I already have vaped on this once before. I did end up building it last night. I was going to leave it for today, but that didn't end up happening. So I got too curious, man. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on a mod to pull that off. All right. So inside of this, we have what is essentially a 2-post deck, right? And this is, if you can focus, geez. Let's see here. Can it not focus that close? Come on. Come on, man. This is even worse than my digital SLR. Anyway, so 2-post deck. We got a little squonk hole right down there. And yeah, so if you notice right away, one of the posts, the negative post, is sort of canted inwards just a little bit. I haven't had any issues with it. It doesn't actually cause any problems, but it is a quality control kind of thing, as well as this screw that fits into it. You can see it's been drilled sort of kind of not straight down. It's been drilled off to the side just a little bit. So yeah, that is what it is. It's either that or it actually, you know what? It actually might be the positive post. I haven't quite figured it out. I've tried taking this stuff apart, trying to see if I could fix it. Couldn't fix it. Otherwise, you have just a fairly normal juice well. The juice well is a little bit shallow, and I have had it leak out of the air holes just, between last night and today. One thing I really like about this so far is you have these giant screws, and it's just so easy to just take these, take them all the way out, put your coils, in there, screw them down with your fingers, finish them off with a screwdriver. It's just really nice and easy to build. The only thing that I really don't like about this is I think that it's a bit wide between the post holes, and some of my coils just don't fit in there very nicely. If you run lower mass builds for a mech, for example, you might have some trouble because oftentimes my mech builds are, more medium builds, and this is just a little bit longer. So not a huge deal, but it is something to note. So let's see here. What's up, everybody? Aloha, Kevin K. Let's see here. Yes, I should say I already have talked to Francisco about this from Plan B Supply Co. And they are, they were like, no excuses. That shouldn't be a thing. So, I'm sure I think they're looking into it. So far my experience has been great with the guys over at Plan B. They're very nice and very understanding, about criticisms and whatnot. So, all right, so onto the barrel. And of course, we have a matte black barrel in this terrible lighting right now. So I'm not going to be able to do too much here to show you. But this Plan B logo on here, see if you guys can see that. No, it's not even focusing because there's just nothing, there's no contrast. The Plan B logo on here is almost non-existent. I'm going to go ahead. You know what? I'm going to do manual focus control because I cannot stand this. There we go, right there. Okay. Now I can just kind of adjust it, right? So you can see the logo is very light, right? You can barely see it on that side, and then this other side it says dock, but you can barely see it. It's just not something that's really easily seen. So yeah, so that's, I think the logo is just a little bit too light. I'm a fan of, let's see here, let's bring it back to auto. I am a fan of kind of a more subdued branding, but this takes it a little bit too far, I think. So, it is what it is. All right. Come on. They're trying to, yeah, see, this is just not working for me. Cool. Anyway. All right. So you remove this very tight O-ring up top, very, very tight O-ring up top. And yeah, it's an AFC. It's got a conical shaped barrel inside. Nothing too fancy. Some Cylon style holes, right? Cylon style holes. Regular old 810 drip tip, Altum. Kind of a little nipple guy, as I said earlier. And that's about it. That's really about it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and build this for you. And yeah, we'll keep on going. All right, Brian Etris, what's up? What's up? I don't know when the last time I saw you on a live was. It's been a minute. All right, so I'm going to figure out how to do this. And yes, it is getting hot in here because the sun is just kind of beating in like crazy. I need to get a curtain for this window. All right, well, I get set up here. Let's see. I'm just going to need to shift a few things around. All righty. See, what I'm going to do is, pardon me 1 second, I'll be right back. I'm just going to go ahead and turn my camera off so I don't make anybody puke while I move it. All right, so my audio is still going. I'm just moving my camera, moving the camera. Just going to try to get it on either side of the keyboard I'm using. That way I can face it down at the table. Boom. Oh, and now my exposure is all jacked up. Yeah, cool. Okay. Welcome to Demo Belly Shot. Alrighty. Let's just fix this real quick. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and raise the exposure here because otherwise it's just going to be impossible. Cool. All right. So this is just how lives go, right? Isn't it? Now let's see. Can you focus? I don't know. But what I'm going to do is going to go ahead and take manual control of this. There we go. Now it will stay focused. Awesome. All right. So this is the deck. Real easy to build. Unscrew this. Thank you so much, Vapor Swaggins. I see that $2 donation. Very much. Very thank you. Very thank you. Thank you very much. All right. So now we've got wide open, and you can see how this one screw is canted off to the side, right? You know, I screw it down, and it like kind of just doesn't really sit all the way flush on there. It kind of, anyway, not a huge deal. Well, it would be a big deal for me if I bought this, right? It doesn't actually cause any issues with it, but if I bought this RDA, then I would find it a big deal. Now, I should pause real quick and just let you guys know that this was sent to me for the purpose of this review, first impressions, stuff in general from Plan B Supply Co. So just get that disclaimer out there. Oh, no, don't worry. I will not be failing this build. This build is fairly easy. Knocking on serious wood there. All right. Let's get my rods out here. Vaping Miner, thank you very much, sir. This reminds me I need to level my table out. All right. I did myself a favor and I got 2 sets of these rods. So I have 2 3mm rods, and it's just nice. This RDA came out. Oh shit! Excuse me. This RDA came out fairly recently. God. All right. I'm not exactly sure what the release date was, but I think it was within the last couple of weeks, if I'm not mistaken. I'm using a broken battery case for a little coil tray here. All right, so here's how I build it anyway. Grab my cutters here real quick. All I use, Nip-X. Am I mirrored? Are you guys seeing like a normal image? Or are you guys seeing a mirror image of me? This is actually not a bad angle to build on. All right, so it's pretty simple. This is the way I do it, right? I just pop my coil in, press it in with my thumb. I'm just going to go ahead and nip these little guys in the back here. Good. Okay, good to know. It comes in as mirrored for me for whatever reason. Normally, I will just do the same, the pre-clipping on the same side, but because this has one of those weird canted posts, I will just do that just to make sure that it's all in there nicely. Cool. All right. So now that I have that figured out, I am going to go ahead. Actually, you know what? I prefer building this with these screws completely removed just because it's easy. Because then I can look down and see through the top what I've got going on. Next time you guys see me stream, I'm going to do this through OBS, so that way I can actually get a higher resolution. All right, so there you go. Now I've got those coils in there nice and solidly, so I'm going to go ahead and clamp those down. These are some frame staples that I literally just made like 30 seconds ago. Not really 30 seconds ago. I was here doing this 30 seconds ago. So go ahead, tight, tight, tight. Get that as tight as you can, finger tightening. Trying to make sure that's all in there. Cool. Now we're mostly good. We just need to screw these guys in real quick. I'm going to go ahead and get my screwdriver here. All right, we should be good to go until we start firing it up. Now, this is an RDA where your leads are going to sit like this, right? They're going to sit on top of each other, which means after you fire it, you must screw that down more with these. I mean, you should do that anyway, but you definitely want to screw it down more afterwards because you're going to end up with a lot of play otherwise. So, anywho, let's go ahead and pull this away. I'm going to kind of take a look here at what the level I want. The last build, I think I did a little too high off of the deck. And so it just was a bit high for the airflow. Okay, cool. All right. So we're looking mostly good here. Let me just move this coil over a little bit. All right. Awesome. We are installed. Check that out. I'm going to go ahead and loosen this off of the deck before it gets too hot. Now, let's see here. Where are my ceramics? All right. I'll go ahead and lower this wattage down. All right, getting those nice blues and purples there. Now that we got that hot, I'm going to go ahead and give this another little tighten there. All right, I'm going to raise the wattage there. They're mostly good, but I like to fire it at its final wattage. This one needs just a little bit more adjusting. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. Wicking, this is a real cinch. So I'm going to show you how to do that once this cools down a little bit. My mega bag of Kogan dough. All right, let's just take a look at chat. Sorry, I got focused there for a second, so I couldn't wasn't watching chat. One moment here. Okay. I was talking about single coil RTAs. Word. All right. Oh, hey, Dave Statek. I just saw that you gave me $2. Thank you so much. Appreciate it very, very, very much. All right, cool. I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece. This is a pretty thick pad, this particular one. People always ask me, they're like, how much do I wick with? How do you know how much is enough? How much do you know, too much? And, it's just feel, I think, really. I find that building is a science, and building lends to be more of a science for me, and wicking is more of an art. It's a little bit, harder to, like, nail on the first try, I guess. Like, when you're first wicking ever, right? Okay. Go ahead and just doing the Grim Green method of wicking here. Okay, cool. I don't recommend that anybody touch their coils to make sure that they're cool. It's just something that I do. All right, so let's focus this. Wait, what? Why is my focus? There we go. AO Vape, thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right, cool. Well, let me just verify real quick that these coils are roughly at the same level and the same. Yeah, they're pretty much they're pretty much good. Okay, cool. So I found for this is about the level you want to have your coils off the deck, right? Where you're just above that little center post part. That will allow your airflow to come in from underneath and go up a bit. I find that I get great flavor off of that. I mean, that again, I've built this once, but I do find that I get great flavor off of that particular type of setup. All right. Might be wicking just a little bit loose. That's okay. All right. So I find that with this, you generally want your wicking, if you're, well, You know what? I was about to give some advice that's entirely subjective on what kind of coil you're putting in there, but I find that with these coils anyway, that I really like to leave the tails about the length of the coil or so. I just find that gives me the best, tuck action. Okay. Let's get this back into view. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Who's texting me? Someone's texting me. Okay. Beautiful. Well, we are built and wicked. For the most part, let me just adjust these wicks on this side. All right, boom, built, wicked, good to go. Let's take it back up top. All right, let me just adjust my camera again. Boop, 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 because I don't want to. I know that sometimes when people pick up a camera while it's like sitting down, I tend to be like, ooh, just kind of feel a little sick for a second. Bring this keyboard back out. Sweet. And we're good to go right now. Oh, great. Now nobody can see me. There we go. Autofocus. Good to go. Sweet. Awesome. Well, let's do a little bit of recap here on what we've got. Where did I put the... Oh, it's behind my microphone. Okay, cool. Awesome. Here we go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. I just got the new line of Hometown Hero juice in. This is their new legit line. Right? Let's see if I can get this, do the juice model thing. Anyway, yeah, so this is their legit line. And they have a straw melon cupcake flavor, a sweet lemon bar flavor, which is real good, and an apple cream custard flavor. So I just want to get your guys' opinion. What do you guys want to see me try? They're all amazing, fantastic juices, really. And yes, Ashtrays Remembered, which again is one of my favorite usernames of all time. Yes, people do get motion sick from the camera because they're looking through it and they're like, kind of it messes with their equilibrium or something like that. I don't really know. Dealer's choice. So it's a apple cream, not caramel cream, just so you guys know. Apple. Of course, you're screen capping that. Apple cream custard, apple cupcake. Okay, we got one cupcake. I think an apple might have it here. Let's see, how many people watching do we have? 52? Sweet. Okay. All right. Apple cream custard it is, I think. Now, I'm going to go ahead and transfer this over to the mod that I'm actually going to be vaping it on because I don't want to... I'll explain more in a second. I want to make sure that my wicks are good to go before I start juicing this and getting it all ready to go. So I use this as my build station just because it's huge and has a 2800 milliamp hour LiPo and it's a DNA 250. Cupcake, 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 cupcake. Uh-oh. See, now I'm going to have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh. 6, 7, 1, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's a tie. It's a tie. It's a tie. Shit. It's a tie. Oh, thanks, Dave. Appreciate that. Cupcake, cupcake. Uh-oh. I think the cupcakes are gonna have it here. And the cupcakes have it. Yep. Cupcake it is, I guess. I even had this ready to go. Beefcake. Yeah. All right, fine. Cupcake it is. I've tried this once and it was on wicks that were not clean. So we will see. I need to put a battery in this. 30T. Freshly charged. Ready to go. Okay. That is an angry build. Let me tell you what. $30Ts. Get some. All right. So I'm going to tell you guys about my first criticism about this RDA, right? It's way too loose. Way too loose. And the AFC up top is too tight. And I will tell you that I talked to Francisco from Plan B, and he says that they are fixing it. I don't know whether they're going to release new O-rings as like a warranty thing, or whether you're going to need to buy them, or whether it's just going to come out for new batches. But they do say that they are working on it and they're fixing it. So that's good enough for me. So definitely juice this O-ring up. Otherwise, you will never be able to get it open, off, whatever. Okay. Ooh, that's interesting. And herein lies the problem with this RDA. You can see up top here, and this is only for the black color, right? So, you know, if you don't like this, if this is going to get your OCD and you can't do it, then get another color. This just shows juice like crazy. You can see up there in the little thing right there. If I get some juice on it, you know, let's just do this for science, right? I get a little juice on my finger. Oh, a little juice on my finger. Oh, man, shows right up. It gets real shiny and stuff like that. That matte finish just shows juice like crazy. So now that I've done that, now I have to clean it. Otherwise, I'm going to freak out. All right. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. Doc RDA. First toot. Build came out to 0.1, by the way. Ooh, yeah, that's real good. Ooh, that is real good. That flavor is very interesting. I'm not sure I like it. It is good. Like, I can tell it's a good flavor, but I'm not so sure that it's my flavor, right? The melon cupcake, I don't know. I like, do you guys have you ever seen a watermelon cupcake, like out and about in the wild? Damn. 30Ts. Yeah, I know that all matte black RDAs do that TC reviews. Some are worse than others. This one is like a chalkboard kind of finish, so it's really, really it shows up like crazy on this one. But again, this is not a knock against this RDA. It's against this particular color. And if I had chosen the color, I don't think I would have chosen this one. But that's okay. I can't. Beggars can't be choosers for sure. Let's see here. All right. 30Ts are amazing in the Dreamer. Dude, yeah, for real. Oh, hey, Joel's here. I didn't even see Joel. What's up? Is that what it tastes like? I would say that is what it tastes like. I would say the flavor is accurate. For sure. Definitely accurate. Now, I will say, I think this RDA is kind of made more for squonking because of that little post with the holes that come out. Because I have a tough time sometimes when I go to drip in this, just dripping through the drip tip. The juice doesn't always get to both sides. It sometimes will get to one side and then the other will stay a little bit dry. And so I find for me that if you're using this as a dripper, and yeah, see, it's got that mad juice up top. I hate that. I find that if you're using this as a dripper, that you really need to pop and paint. Otherwise, you're going to run into, potential problems where you're going to have one wick not quite as wet as the others, and et cetera, et cetera. So I tend to pop and paint with this one. See, now it's just all over. I'm a little OCD with my finishes. It gets me more than like shiny gold and fingerprints. Yeah, that is warm. Luckily, popping and painting on this is pretty easy, but, still. And it's so smooth. The airflow on this is ridiculously smooth. It's real smooth, real quiet. It's got a little tiny bit of a whistle, but it's not bad. I don't know. I don't find myself hating it or like finding the whistle really, really annoying. It's just a little bit like a kind of very light. Does the copper hit a lot better? You're asking Freddie. Okay, gotcha. I was gonna say the copper for me, I love this. I don't own any other Dreamers, but I find the copper hits real nice. It's just so smooth. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust it down a little bit. Try it out at like 3/4. It's just too hot. Ugh, that build is too hot for you to not have it all the way open. Ooh, made my eyes water a little bit. So we've come to a conclusion in live Discord chat. You're back to your normal demo. 8 stars out of 10. 8 out of 10? I'll take it. I'll take it. On a Jay Hayes scale, that makes it fucking great. Let me tell you what. So the hot button issue, right, with the stainless steel Dreamer, let's just talk about this for just a second, right? The hot button issue, I feel, is it tends to only happen on really, really low resistance builds, and you're at TC Vapes, you're on to that, right? It tends to be on really, really low resistance, right? So I think it's like if a 0.15 or higher in general, it's okay. But if it's too low, then it'll definitely give you a hot button, because it's just the stainless steel doesn't conduct well enough to not get hot, from what I understand, when it's really that low, when you're running that many amps through the mod. $8.5. Hey man, I'll take it. I got an upgrade. Well, yeah, cool guys. Do you guys have any questions? Oh, I should tell you. So this RDA MSRP on this is $65. I think that's right. 65. So $65 for this RDA. For me, well, okay, this is not a review. I'm not even gonna go there. I've literally vaped this for one day, so I'm not even gonna say whether it's worth it or not. But That's something for you to decide. And I'm going to vape this for probably another week or two and then come back out with a full review on it, because I do really like this. I like the vape. It's really flavorful and it's very smooth. The only things are the O-rings. I'm going to try the dental floss trick, which, you know, I shouldn't have to do that, but I will try that. So see if I can get those to stick a little bit tighter. Oh, yeah. See if I can get this nice and wet on both sides. Yeah, okay. So I mean, if you drip down through the drip tip and you give it a little back and forth, I think you can probably do it just fine. But you know, it's still, I find it to be a little bit less good for that kind of style of dripping. Yeah, man, that's real good. I'm coming around in that watermelon cupcake flavor, straw melon cupcake. It's real nice. So all of this juice, the legit stuff, is really legit. And I mean, I don't really know what else to say. On my Patreon, I'm about to give 3 of these bottles away. I'm going to give the whole line away to all my patrons. I will have a link down in the description for my Patreon, as well as links for all of the stuff that you saw here. Yeah, that's it. Eric, oh, what's up? It's a frame staple, 0.1. 0.1.11. I didn't actually check. I should have checked, I guess, but I know this build inside and out, and I use this build on almost everything, and it's 0.1.11. I suppose I should probably do my diligence and check. Let's just do that real quick. Point 1. Yep. On the nose. Sweet. Awesome. Well, I think it's really good, guys. I think it's a really good RDA. The flavor's great, nice and smooth, good vapor production. It's fairly open, as it's not super airy, right? It's not like Apocalypse Goon kind of airy, but it's airier than, say, I don't know, like a Reload, or yeah, about like Reload RDA kind of restrictiveness, maybe a little bit less restrictive. So it comes in the not really restrictive, but a little tiny bit restrictive kind of category. So, you know, I don't think you could go really much lower than, like, I think you could do like a 0.09 in this and have a good vape on it, but any lower and you might run into it being just a bit too hot for the airflow. But anyway, that's all subjective. So cool. All right, well, let's see here. Guys, got any questions for me? If not, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up and we're going to get out of here. Try to keep it under an hour. I think it has a little bit less air than the Apocalypse. Just a little bit. Apocalypse, Redemption, those, you know, when you run those wide open, they're just like, you know, breathing practically. Can you show the AFC again? Yes. So the top cap, let's see if I can get my light here. So it's a Cylon style hole. And then the AFC is actually, you know, like just 3. Oh, I should say there is a single coil option on this. Man, I just can't get any good light right now with the way I've got my lights set up. I'll have to do that. I'll fix that next time I do a video. But anyway, you can see kind of that you've got, oh, there we go. That's better. You've got 1, 2, 3 right there. Normal Cylon kind of style holes. And it sits, the airflow sits pretty much right above the deck. So if you over drip on this and it gets higher than the level of the deck, you will leak for sure. I've had this leak on me a couple times. Cool, cool. Vape team tonight. Oh, really? Okay. You think it's a little bit more airy than the Equitas? I can see that. AFC looks like a dead rabbit cutout. Well, it's not exactly the same as, it doesn't have any like angle or anything like that. It's, you know, the Cylon style, that wide open slot is pretty standard. Cool. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you all so much for watching. You know, keep an eye. I've got an Instagram, I've got a Twitter, I've got a Facebook group, Demo's Vape Lounge, a member of the Vape Stew YouTube live show every Friday night at 9 p.m. over on Tenacious TX Vapes channel. Check that out if you haven't done that before. It's a blast. And we also have a group for that as well as a Discord chat server. So you can, you know, talk to us and, you know, voice chat with us if you want. We're on there pretty much every day. So it's a good time. So, all right, guys, thank you all so much. See you later. Demo out.